Imagine it's 2008 and you're the head of marketing for a billion-dollar brand. And you have signed off on a budget of $9 million for a TV ad where people are literally flying out of a plane, and now the entire media is going crazy. And today, 18 years have passed by. You're chilling in your house, sipping a cup of chai, enjoying your retired life, and your son comes in and tells you that, "Dad, I just made and sold this TV ad just like yours from 2008, but in just 10 minutes. And when you look at the ad, two things come to your mind. One, my son is not as dumb as I thought he was. And two, why did I end up spending $9 million on this when my son is making something similar with just 5,000 rupees and then selling them at just 10,000 rupees? Now your concerns are not wrong. Back in 2008, you had to spend this much amount of money to achieve such brilliance. But today, you don't. In fact, if you're a creative, you can sell such videos to hundreds of businesses across the world for their Google and Meta ads. So today I will tell you some major changes that are coming to the advertising industry and give a step-by-step roadmap on how you can make such amazing ads using TopView and sell them for 10 to 15,000 rupees each. So without further ado, let's get started. India's legendary ad man Piyush Pandey once said that if you tell me facts, I will learn. If you tell me the truth, I will believe. But if you tell me a story, I will remember. And honestly, that's the reason why storytelling sits at the heart of every great advertisement. Think about this. Because people don't remember ads that are just selling a product. They remember ads that make them feel something. So the big question is, what actually makes a great brand story? And for me, it comes down to four simple things. And I have learned this from multiple books. So to make this entire framework easy, we have given it a name called the team framework. And this becomes super useful when you're creating the storyboard of your ad. So T stands for your target audience. Who are we talking to? E stands for emotion. What should they feel when they watch it? A stands for action. What should they do after watching the ad? And M stands for meaning. Now to show you how this really works in the real world, I'm going to pick three completely different industries and break down how you can create ads for each of them using TopView, who are also our partners for this video. So we will look at a fashion brand, a restaurant chain, and a luxury watch brand. Now please note that you need to have a picture of your product uploaded separately with all the prompts I reveal you to get the best results. Now products like clothes and food and interiors and furniture are super effective in these AI ads. But products that have too much of little text or very granular details are not recommended yet. And I'm sure that all of these limitations will go away by August 2026. So the question is, who is learning faster than ever? And here is the fun part. First, we will generate some storyboards using GPT Image 2.0 and then turn those storyboards into actual videos using Seedance 2.0 in TopView. This is the benefit of getting TopView. You don't have to pay separately for GPT. You don't have to pay separately for Seedance. I'll tell you how to both sell such ads and also create them for your own brand. So let's start with a fashion brand, and more specifically, a bridal lehenga brand. Now, instead of jumping directly into your prompting, let's first lock the brand story using your team framework. So in this case, my target audience is somebody who's about to become a bride. And this brand is not really selling a lehenga. It is selling a feeling. The feeling of looking elegant, or the feeling of looking dreamy, the feeling of just being unforgettable. The idea is that when somebody watches this ad, the wedding should not just feel like another event. It should feel timeless, emotional, almost magical. And that emotional direction is what will shape the storyboard that we will create next. And this is where your ability to write a good prompt and AI kicks in. Before you make any video, designing a storyboard will help you visualize how the final output will look like. And this is where your brain, your vocabulary, and TopView comes into the picture. So first, go to TopView's homepage and click on Storyboard. Then upload your reference image, add your story, choose the aspect ratio, and adjust the basic settings. After that, select GPT Image 2 and set the number of key movements. Since we're using a 3x3 storyboard grid, we'll choose 9 shots, or you can enter any custom number you want. Once the storyboard is ready, it is time to turn it into a video. So go to Agent and click Start from Scratch to create a new project. Import the storyboard as your reference. For each scene on the storyboard, you have to write a prompt and then you'll have to click Generate. And I'll share all of these detailed prompts in the description of this YouTube video. Now for this specific ad, the model that we're using is called Seedance 2.0, which is currently one of the best video models for generating cinematic results. And now I want you to look the ad that we created. It's absolutely insane. And notice how the model automatically selected the matching music. Now this was pretty basic. I want us to move on to the second industry. A family restaurant chain which sells really good chole bhature. And I think there's going to be tons of such companies in your city as well. Now here the target audience is very different. We're not speaking to one person, we're speaking to families and students and honestly anybody who connects with food and memories and overall taste. Now the emotion that we want to capture here should be pure nostalgia, and this is super important. That feeling of Sunday mornings when you're sitting with your family and you have these puffed bhatures in front of you and everybody's eating together, that is what you need to capture while writing the prompt. And this is where your taste and judgment comes in. So you have to focus heavily on sensory details and shared family moments. Now TopView will take my prompt and quickly generate the storyboard, which will help me lock the final video. And after you click on generate, this is the chole bhature ad that we have created on TopView. Now watch this. I think easily a restaurant can kind of upload this on a Zomato or a Swiggy and like really get proper customers out of this. And it's insane. हमने ना इसकी dubbing करी है, ना music डाला है, like everything is made in TopView. Absolutely incredible. Let me know in the comment section if this is the first time you're even watching something like this. And now for the end, let's move on to our third and the last industry, which is a luxury watch brand. Now this one needs to attract very ambitious professionals, right? So you have your entrepreneurs and customers in general who see luxury as a reflection of their identity and status. So through this ad, I want to sell the feeling of success and confidence and elegance and a very premium look. Even the emotions expressed here should be very subtle and not as overwhelming as they were in our lehenga ad or the food ad. Now, considering all of these things together, my team was able to write this prompt together and we had put this inside TopView and TopView was able to make this storyboard right here. Now, I have added different features of the watch in each of these shots. And let's see what the final video looked like when we got it from TopView. I can't believe AI is now able to make such stuff. Like, this is absolutely incredible and this will only get better. I want to remind everyone that what you're seeing right now is the latest version of AI. It only gets better from here. Incredible. It's incredible. Now, I know what you're all thinking about, that isko banane mein kitna cost lagta hai? How much is it really viable? So for a 15-second video generated in Seedance 2.0 in 720p, it costs us anywhere around 427 rupees per generation. And if you want the 1080p version, which is of course for a real customer, that will come out to be 1068 rupees. But you can sell all of these short ads for at least 10 to 15,000 rupees to any business owner. And this is how it looks like. So you have to go to Just Dial, you have to go to India Mart, shortlist businesses that you can sell this to and just give them a demo. which is honestly kind of crazy because when you compare it to a traditional ad and traditional production costs, this is extremely tempting for any business owner. In fact, TopView's new Ultra plan is the most cost-effective way to use Seedance 2.0 because it's been built for creators who can generate at scale, and it will give you the lowest effective cost per video. And it even includes unlimited GPT image to access for 365 days. Now, folks, earlier when a creative agency used to go, they used to have multiple hurdles to create something like this. The real moat in advertising is no longer who is spending capital to get the word across. If you know how emotion works, if you have a good vocabulary, if you have good taste and the awareness of these incredible AI tools, you can make so much money. AI video models have led to a drastic collapse of cost in production. The real differentiator now remains the ability to capture an emotion, to tell a story that people will remember for a long time. Now, if you want to learn this end-to-end through weekly mentorship and real-world projects, you can also connect with one of our mentors at the Cutting Edge Academy. The details are going to be in description. Make sure that you put your comments below, like this video, and take care of your mind and body. This is your instructor, Ansh Mehra, signing off.